Taking a chance to learn what's in my head and reel out the thoughts that fill me with dread. You die for me when I won't even cry for you. Oh please Lord, tell me what must I do? Taking out a page each day from the letter you wrote to me, a book of lies that I despise, but with your animosity. Take me back to a time we met on that bank holiday. We made it right from the first night till you threw it all away.
Yes, guys, welcome back to another stream tonight. The Positivity Clinic is back in business. We're going to go through some topics of debate which City fans are talking about online at the moment, and in person, not just online. And we'll have a debate. Me and Matt will have a debate on it. I'm sure we'll agree on some stuff and disagree on some other stuff. And we're going to try and find some positives, guys, because there's a lot of negativity around at the moment. And I understand it to a certain degree. I do understand it to a certain degree because, of course, we have high standards and, it's a couple of dodgy results. But I do think there are some, I think there are some stuff that people are not speaking about personally that are going a little bit under the radar. But before we get into all that, big up to you guys for joining. Make sure you guys are smashing up the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Mancunian Way as well. Link is in the title of the video. Martin, how you doing, man? You good?
Yeah, I've had a day off social media.
I can't hear you. Oh, there you go. I can hear you now. Sorry, man. What are you saying?
Now? Yeah, I've had a day off social media. It's been blessed.
You've not been on even Twitter? You've not been on Twitter?
No. It's been blessed.
Yeah, it's been blessed if you've not been on there, man. I've seen some.
Day in my life.
I seen some. No. By the way, of course I was negative after the game, but that was pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? I've not done really much since then. I did a stream with Nobbins this morning. The fact is, people are going way overboard. People are going way overboard with it. I'm now starting to see people saying like they just don't want Pep to renew the contract. That we need to sell like fucking like just random players. I'm seeing mad Foden slander. Foden slander is going crazy, and I just don't really get it, man. So yeah. Anyway, it's been a couple of days, Sunday, and obviously you've had today. How do you reflect on the weekend, man? That disappointing result.
It is what it is, and listen, people. Reason about a day off. People don't agree with what I say, and that's fine.
What are you saying?
Because I'm not melting down. Because I'm not melting down. Because I'm not having a heart attack and going Pep out, this player out, that player out, every other player out. It's just
some of the Pep
got beat by a better team on the day.
Yeah. No, I agree. Listen, I think Pep got a lot of stuff wrong personally at the weekend. That's my personal opinion. I think he got a lot of stuff wrong, man. But like, I can stop at he got a lot of stuff wrong, and that's it. Whereas like some people are now saying like they don't even want him to renew. I'm seeing people saying he's run out of ideas. And it's like, bro, like we literally go through this every single year. Every single year we go through this.
Time. It is about this time every single year.
It's usually around this time as well. Like I don't get it. Like by all means, like if you want to have a pop at the manager, have a pop at the manager. Like I'm not going to be one of those guys that say that you can never say anything bad about the manager because he's the greatest ever manager. Like, bro, I say it all the time when I think he's got something wrong. But then that's it. You move on. And like some of the reaction, man. Some people saying that they think he's lost the energy. He's lost the dressing room. Some people are saying, and I'm seeing a lot of. I'm shocked, bro, at how many people I saw after the game, and maybe they just said it in an emotional reaction. But I'm shocked at how many people I've seen that they don't want Pep to renew the contract off of one match. And let's forget that Spurs game because we all knew that we was getting beat at Spurs anyway. Pep said he's going to throw the game anyway, and in fact, in the end, I was quite surprised that it was close as it was. We probably should have won the freaking game in the end. So it's like, and then people go, yeah, but we lost against Spurs. Well, yeah, but we already knew we was losing against Spurs. Just like last year, we already knew we was losing at Newcastle. And like, I don't understand like some of the meltdown. By all means, have a rant after the game. Go on a little bit of a rant if you want to go and rant it when we lose. And we played bad, yeah. But then like, just chill. Like some of the shit that I'm seeing, man, it's just like fucking hell. It's insane.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And listen, I think some of the upsetness is they're not playing particularly well. The last few games.
We've not played well pretty much all season.
No, it is, LB. It is. This is what we do.
Yeah.
Every single September, October, November, we sort of fumble around. Pep plays around with the team. And then we go on this huge mad. And by the way, it can't be by accident because this is 4 years going. We have done this exact same thing. Treble season, February, we drew at Forest. Everyone was in meltdown. Yeah. That's it, the end of it, everything else. And the Pep went, all right, boys, playtime's over. Let's go. Won the treble. Last season, We were however points behind, and Arsenal had come to the Etihad and got a draw, and that was it. It was game over again. We went on and won the league.
Mm.
It's what Pep does. It's the reason why we dick around a bit now, and it sounds awful to say but it's because everyone else is going hell for leather right now. They run out of gas by March, and we go on a 10, 11, 12 game unbeaten run.
Yeah.
Winning run.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've always said it's a marathon, it's not a sprint.
Yeah.
Let everyone else be the bloody hare. We're the tortoise in this game. That's why Kyle Walker said it'd be nice if we won the league and we went out in front for a change.
Yeah, you said that last year.
Same story every year.
Yeah.
We let everyone else go on a little bit, and then we go again. And it's just, sadly, we've got a crap load of injuries right now. But if you notice, they are coming back now. De Bruyne's back in training. Doku's getting back. We are going to get people back. All we've got to do now is get through tomorrow. We may have to suffer a little bit at the weekend at Brighton, and I'm going down.
That's going to be a grim game, by the
Listen, it is what it is. But as long as we're still in touching distance by the time we come back from internationals, get people right. As long as we use a little bit of common sense and we don't go off to internationals, I think we'll be fine again.
I think he's got to put his foot down, man. I think the club have to put the foot down on some of the players and be like,
you're not going. If you can't play for us, you're not going for your country. It's that stupid FIFA rule where if you are technically fit, you've got to show up. It's this stupid FIFA rule that FIFA throw in all the time of you've got to allow the international people to assess you. Because listen, they're not stupid. I don't think they trust club doctors. They're not daft. They probably have
no, of course they're not. They're not, man. But like at the same time, like we're the ones that pay the wages for the players, right? And we've just been fucked, by injuries. Now that's not the reason we lost at the weekend. It's not. It's not the reason we lost. We lost because they were better than us. And
they were better than us. That's it.
Until about the 80th minute. Last 10 minutes, we actually did quite well and could have nicked a point in the end, right? But that's not the reason we lost the injuries. But the injuries will sort of compound the poor performances, the tiredness, the fatigue, the pressure. Yeah, because it's the same players going in every game, like the same players going into the game at Brighton. But now we're starting to get a couple of players back. So you've already seen Savinho on the bench. You've seen Doku come off. I don't know. That seemed like a miracle to me. I didn't think he was going to be back until the Lisbon game. But actually, and he played quite well when he come on. So listen, we're in a situation now, for me, where unfortunately I've had to change my opinion and my views. I really wanted to see our performance levels increase in this in this phase of the season, from the last international break to this international break. And people who watch the channel will remember me saying that. At this moment in time, I'm just now focusing on results. I'm also a little bit gutted that we lost against Bournemouth at the weekend, because I kind of wanted to go to Lisbon personally. I know a lot of people disagree with me. This is my personal opinion. I wanted to go to Lisbon and kind of rest players and just get a point, like just try and shit out a point, whatever. Because I think, you've got Bruges, Feyenoord, beat them, beat one of Juve and PSG, and you're cooking, right? But I don't think because of the maybe the morale of some of the players, and obviously the fact that we lost 2 games in a row, even though one of them was a bit of a dodgy one against Spurs, like no one really cared about it. I don't think we can really afford to go there now and not go hell for leather and go strong. And now, as it happens anyway, it's kind of irrelevant, because what I would have done would never have happened, because you know what Pep's like in the Champions League groups. He always goes strong until we've qualified. But I do think this game tomorrow now is a massive game, because I just think we need to win the match just to get a little bit of like, right, fucking hell. Like, it's not a fucking crisis. It's not a disaster. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not as bad as...
And you know what? You know all this noise that is going on right now? Do you think the club haven't heard all this? Do you think the club aren't watching all this?
Well, they might not be watching, Martin.
Of course they are.
No, because if the club are not panicking, if the club are chilling and like, yo...
No, but they will be getting told what's been said about them all. They're not that.
Well, maybe,
but like... If you're Pep Guardiola and you're umming and ahhing on a contract renewal, think about it, LB.
Well, exactly, and this is why, like, when
you got to be careful what you're asking for here.
But this is what I'm saying, though, Martin. When I'm seeing people on Twitter, big accounts saying stuff like
Yeah.
they wouldn't, and you know, we all know who we're talking about here. That there's various different accounts. But I'm seeing people on Twitter with big accounts saying they wouldn't renew Pep. I'm like,
And
yo,
they know people at City.
what are we
City know
doing?
them, and that's going to go back.
It's just
Think
it's just
about what
fucking
you're saying.
stupid, man. And I'm just like, bro, like, yes, we've not played well all season, yeah. We've not played well. We actually, that's a lie. We did play quite well in the first couple of games, right? But like, come on, man. Like, you've got to, and we've had no Kevin De Bruyne. We've had no fucking Rodri. Our defense has been chopped and changed pretty much every game. Our wingers are keep on getting injured. It's like if you was going into the season this year, right, and go, right, who are our best players this season based off of like pre-season and that. Grealish, as much as people won't like to like this, and listen, I'm not Grealish's biggest fan, but I'm also someone who tries to be reasonable. He was one of our better players in pre-season, yeah. So he's been injured, he can't stay fit, right? Bob was our best player in pre-season. He broke his leg. Kevin De Bruyne's the best player that this football club's ever had, injured straight away. Rodri's I said it in the summer. I think he's the single most important player to any football team in the world, ACL, right? And it's just like, hang on a minute here. We are dealing with some set of circumstances. And again, I'm not blaming the injuries because I don't want to blame the injuries. But what I'm saying is have context applied to it. And that's not me saying, please don't get it twisted. I'm not saying you can't have a pop at players. I'm not saying you can't have a pop at the manager if they do something wrong.
I know what you mean. It's getting personal.
I have a pop, bro. I have a pop. Go watch my play ratings. I give some of the players 4s.
No,
that means
but
3s.
Doing it in a
I said
football,
Pep made mistakes, but like I'm not saying fucking start
but
selling
LB,
everyone.
do it in a football analytical viewpoint is what fans do. That's what coaches do after the game. They pull up the boards and they all go, right, this is what you could have done. This is your stats. Could have run better here. Could have checked. Listen, that's fine. But when you are atting players on Twitter, doing despicable things that you're doing, that's when it's going, it's you know what it showed me is, I keep saying it, some human beings need to have a look in the mirror.
Well, this is why I say all the time. If I was a
you
footballer,
need your mum and dad to give you a bit of a spanking when you were younger.
If I was a football player, I would not be on social media.
No, I wouldn't.
I would not, because you know what it is with it as well. It's like these players see the shit, and I don't think some people realize that they do see the stuff online. Yeah, and it's like, bro, like again, you got to put out your opinion online, but like some of the stuff that's being said, man, is crazy, bro.
But when you're sending it, I'm going to say it, I'm sorry, but this is really wound me up. When you're sending emojis, pictures of Kyle Walker in a suicide belt and acting Kyle Walker in it, what you doing? What you doing with your life? You need to go and get help. Go and seek counselling. Go and do something you need to do. Because if you think that's helping, and trust me, I'll give you people care about me. But I had a load of shit the weekend, so I took a couple of days away.
Yeah.
And it's not being, because it does get to you sometimes. We're all human beings. You get it. We all get it. We get it. We're out in the public media the same way, nowhere near, but them players are on the pitch. You think they're going out and being shit because they went, you know what, today I'm going to play shit. Just fancy doing it. They're not doing that. They're not doing it because they want to do it. Sometimes age catches up, father time comes on. And my thing is, Zabaleta went out, he was too old, he was finished. Does it make him any less of a legend? No. David Silva, legs are gone.
You know what, Martin?
Does it make him any less of a legend?
Do you know what as well, Martin? This whole thing has made me really think about my opinion of running Kevin De Bruyne into the ground. It's made me think twice, because I think Kevin De Bruyne is the greatest player that's ever played for this football club. And I've said, chat, and I said for like the last 18 months, I'd just keep Kevin till basically he don't move anymore. I'm now starting to think, I don't know if that's the right approach, man. I don't know if that's the right approach anymore, bro, because like it's crazy. Now, listen, I'll say this about Walker, because obviously we speak about Walker right now. I think he's not been good for this club consistently now for the last 18 months. That's my genuine opinion, right? And I would be open if an offer was there and we could get a replacement to selling him in January. That's my honest opinion, Martin. Yeah. But at the same time, this has also been a player that I respect on the pitch. I know off the pitch is separate. On the pitch, I respect this guy for what he's done. I think he's probably been the best right back the Premier League's ever seen. I'm not against selling him in January if we get an offer and we can buy a replacement. I won't just sell him if we can't get anyone in, by the way. Yeah, we have to get a replacement. But like again, you know, am I going to start absolutely rinsing the guy?
No,
You know, when
that's
for
what
me
you
he's
gotta
been
do.
one of the key parts to this successful team.
You can't ignore the 8 years beforehand and
That's what I'm
everything.
saying.
He's been one of the best right backs. Same KDB. KDB's been probably the best creative midfielder in Premier League history.
Yeah,
And the way some are talking about him as though like he's old Yeller and going out back, you're shooting him.
yeah.
You know, when we're not saying don't criticise, what we're saying is be respectful.
Uh-huh.
Keep it football analytically. It's going personal, like the Jack Grealish. I said this a year ago, the Grealish and the Doku stuff was going way over the top. The Edison Ortega stuff, way over the top. It's just we've just got to remember and I get it, expectations have gone flying high now and people are excited, the trebles, Ballon d'Ors, sit here in places they've never been before. But the way we're being is, I hate to say this, some, and I only use the word some, because it isn't everyone, is some are acting like Arsenal fans at the minute. And it's like, Arsenal are like 6th, 5th, come on. We're 2nd, we're 2 points behind.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a disaster now.
They're 5th.
Sort it 5th. Sort it out now. Because the thing is, Pep's not a silly man. Pep's not going to allow us to go 3, 4, 5 games. You think Pep's not a stupid man?
Yeah.
Pep's going to pull them in and go, right, boys, we're going to do something here.
Uh-huh.
For your pride, for my pride, everyone's pride. Come on. And you know what? I think you'll get Rico back to it. I think we'll get a lot back to it. It's like the people, and you know what? Like sat there, agree with it a bit. Why didn't we give some of the youngsters a go? I'm fine with that.
I said this, man. But this
difference to me is my expectations slightly go down then. I'm not going to bash the kids if they don't do well.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. So, like, for me...
But come up to then you've got to reassign your expectations.
Oh, no, of course you do. But, bro, this is why, for me, I said, I would have played Nico O'Reilly ahead of Gundogan.
And if it doesn't work, he doesn't work. But the trouble is...
Well, if it doesn't work, then the option would have been Gundogan, who's not been good anyway. So what have you fucking lost? You've not lost anything. And this is why I say I think Pep's made a few dodgy decisions recently, personally. Because I think he should have played Nico O'Reilly. Now, some others would have said, nah, you should have played McAtee. Whatever, it's irrelevant. The point I'm saying is I think he should have played a younger player, give him a go. And then people say, well, you can't play him because they're not experienced. Well, hang on a minute.
I'd love right now. You know what the madness is? If he was okay and ready to go, I'd have loved Grealish in the midfield right now. Give him a go.
Oh, but that's never
this is the perfect opportunity, but sadly he's not available. So you're like, okay then. These are the chances, but it is what it is.
Grealish in the middle. I know he's not fit. Well, he wasn't fit anyway, but like he doesn't rate him in the middle. I'm not against that, by the way. People always ask me this question. I always say no. The reason I'm answering no is because Pep's never going to do it. Because if he would have done it, he would have done it by now. Yeah. But I actually think that it's not the worst idea because he's got the energy, he's got the legs to get up and down the pitch.
You know, you've got Oscar Bob back in jam, got Echeverria, who apparently played the other night, did very well.
He did.
What I heard by all accounts.
He did.
You've got him coming in. So you've got 2 fresh new faces there. You've got Paces back. And again, it'll come again. The meltdown will come again if we don't spend 500 million in jam. I know it will. But I will tell you now is, like you said, I think you put it so eloquently, if Zubermendi don't want to come, Zubermendi don't want to come. You know, I think that guy's got no ambition then. The guy's too family orientated, sadly. It is what it is with him.
You've got to
the man don't want the Premier League.
Nah, you know what it is? You know what it is with him, yeah. You've got to try and just convince him somehow.
No, we will. No, the thing is, LB, we'll never make it public. Because then, like I said, they're never going to do what Liverpool did and make themselves
seduce him, Bray. Seduce him.
But you'll never know. You'll never know. So if they don't, so that's what I'm saying. If they don't go for him, they're not going to go for him, get rejected, and make it public.
No. But like at the end of the
no, this is the problem.
Well, I get that, right? But like, here's the thing, right? So people keep on telling me that we had a shit transfer window, and this is an interesting debate. This is an interesting conversation, right? Because I don't think we did have a shit transfer window. I don't think we did. I give it a 7 out of 10. The reason I give it a 7 out of 10 is because we brought in Ilkay Gundogan, who could play 6 as a backup to Rodri. Yeah, he can play 8 or 10 or whatever, and he can kind of play wherever on the pitch. He was a good purchase to buy in who could play 25 games. Yeah, you brought in Savinho, who was one of the best right wingers in Europe last year. Right, I thought that was decent business. Where I thought we went wrong, personally, was I thought it was bad that we did not replace Alvarez. I thought that was bad that we didn't replace Alvarez. And I would have liked another defender, but I wasn't that asked about it, but I would have liked another defender. That's why I give it a 7. Now, I hear why people are saying it's bad, but you cannot account for a broken leg to Oscar Bob. And then, and by the way, people who are saying like you can give it a different rating, that's fine. That's just my opinion, right? You cannot account for a broken leg to Oscar Bob and an ACL injury. That, of course, changes it. In hindsight, yeah, clearly it's not a 7 out of 10. It's not a 7 out of 10 in hindsight because I didn't realize that Rodri and Oscar Bob were going to fucking get injured for so long, right? But here's the thing that I'm saying, and I've said this since the injury. I'm not critical of the club, really, based off of what they did, yeah, in the summer. I will be critical of the club if they don't sign someone in January, Martin, because I think it's so bad if they don't sign someone. And I've seen so many people in the chat say we ain't going to sign anyone in January. If we don't sign anyone in January, that's so poor. That is poor, Martin. And I'll say it's poor at the time. They've got to sign a DM because these lads in midfield, they're struggling. Kovacic, Gundo, Bernardo, combined age 95 years old. They're struggling. We have zero pace. Yeah, these are players that have played game after game after game, especially Bernardo Silva. You want to see how many games this guy's played for us over recent years. He's played pretty much every match, man. You know what I mean? These are players that are fatigued, not just off a season, off 3-4 seasons of big matches, high-pressure games. So we need to go in the transfer market in January and sign some players.
Yeah, no, I understand that thinking. It's whether they will. And it's whether, and it's also the long-term planning of it, I suppose. If you can get someone on loan, maybe, I don't know. It depends. It depends what your personal preferences are.
Why can't we convince Zubimendi? They're 10th in La Liga, mate. They're 10th. You're telling me that he's going to be like, nah, I'd rather stay at Sociedad who are 10th than go City.
Some players are like
play
that.
for Pep Guardiola.
Some players are like that. Yeah, whether we're like this or not, LB, not everyone wants to waltz over to northwest of England. They don't like it. Some players, you know, some look at Bernardo. He's been here and hates the place. Still giving his all.
I know.
This is what I'm saying.
I know you're right.
The other thing people are not understanding is Bernardo Silva asked for a release clause. Why? It wasn't because he hated City. Wasn't his family just wanted to leave? Alvarez couldn't get his head round Manchester is not. It is to me and you. We love Manchester. But
right, go and get someone else then.
It's who?
Well, you said that guy text you and said Italy. Is that still happening?
Yeah, but it might be richer, but some will go, he's not good enough.
Well, I've watched Richie a couple of times. I've only watched him 4 times, granted, right? But I don't look at Richie and think, I don't know.
What I like? I'm saying it in the chat. I like that Edison from Atlanta.
I've not seen him play.
See, I started looking. He was linked with. I'm sure he was linked with Liverpool. Was it 2 years? Linked with United and Liverpool a couple of years back, and I just started watching now and again. And I've always thought he did really good. Got linked with Newcastle as well, I believe. Listen, we have to realise Rodri's the best CDM in world football. For me, KDB is the best creative midfielder in world football.
He's by the best player in world.
Well, best player in the world.
Best player.
But there are no backups for them.
Don't get that.
There are no backups. As there was no, like I said, you'll get different players. You'll just get them a little bit different. You're not going to get another Bernardo Silva. You'll get someone who can replace Bernardo, but he will have a different profile. He'll have different skill sets. So you're going to get little tweaks every now and again in a player. Same way David Silva and KDB are nothing alike other than they're both number 10s. That is where the similarities start and finish, the number 10s. They're nothing alike.
Yeah.
David Silva could not start knocking balls 30 and 40 yards over the top. David Silva was little intricate balls through the channel and keeping the ball at close control. KDB doesn't do that. KDB puts a ball 30 yards on a sixpence.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? It's a bit different. That's why Aguero worked well with David. You look Aguero with David, he was phenomenal because he anticipated the runs with the balls through.
Uh-huh.
And that's what we've got to look at. Things are just going to change a little bit. I just think it's very hard. And I said, thinking this last night, I was talking to a couple of people privately. Very hard to try and build a team again whilst they're still trying to win trophies, top trophies. And I look back and I thought, right, who could do it? Liverpool couldn't do it. Remember when they were rebuilding their midfield? They had a go and they did very well. But United couldn't do it. Madrid, I think Madrid, we remember the time when Madrid stopped spending for a little bit, when they couldn't get rid of Hazard and Bale and all that. If you look at Madrid spending, they had a couple of dry seasons where they spent no money. They brought a couple of freebies in. Rudy got very good free transfers, but they bought free transfers in because they were trying to save money back the other way. So I look at Pep's first season, I thought, right, we brought Sane, Stones. Who else we buy that season? Nolito, a couple of others.
Nolito.
And we finished third. Scraped third, if you remember. And we said it's his first season. Right. Then that summer, he readjusted what he needed. We'd had a 12 months under him. He went and got Edison, Mendy, Walker, everyone. We had that summer, we spent about 250 million quid, if you remember.
Spent cash, yeah.
And we got 100 points. I think whether we're not, I know people want 5 in a row. I know people want 6 in a row. 100% get that. But if you want the proper rebuild and the time to do it, we might just have to have a year of just.
We spent 300. We spent 300 million euros because we also signed Laporte in January.
We might have to concede a title.
But this is the thing. This is what I'm saying, though, Martin. Yeah, I think. I think this team needs 300 million quid spending on it. Right.
Then it's not all going to be done in one window.
But Martin, here's the thing, right? People hear that and go, well, does that mean that he wants half the squad to be sold? No. It means that actually the Kevin De Bruyne replacement, if you are going to get Musiala or Wirtz, which ain't looking likely anyway at the moment because everything that's coming out of Germany suggests neither of them are joining Manchester City. But if you get one of those, that's 100 mil. You know, when Walker leaves, whether it be January or the summer, that's going to be at least 35, probably upwards, depending on who you get. Yeah, you might need a new centre half. Are they going to give Doyle a go? I don't know. I don't know if they're going to give Doyle a go. That's going to be 50, 60 million quid. Yeah, you're going to have to buy a backup striker because I think that was a mistake. And I said that at the time. Yeah, that's going to be, well, I don't know actually, because it depends what actually they do there. The wingers, you know what I mean? We've got this constant Grealish Doku debate every week. Are they going to get rid of one of them? Yeah, I mean, that's going to be another 50, 60 mil on another winger. Midfielder, that's 50 mil minimum. So, you know, you're talking 300 million quid. I do think that we are at an end of an era with this squad, right? In terms of we are now entering a refresh phase. Refresh, rebuild, whatever word you want to use. But we are going to have to stagger it. You know what I mean? And it's, for me, it has to start in January. I think in January, you need to make a signing, maybe 2. Sign a striker and sign a backup DM.
You know the biggest problem here is we need this. And we're currently in a proceed where PSR has killed the market, killed football. So the problem
we've also got 115 over our heads.
Yeah, no, of course we have. Of course we have. But what I mean by that is, and I don't mean to panic people, but if you look, was last summer the lowest spend in 10 years, I read somewhere. It was one of the lowest spends for everyone, wasn't it?
Yeah, for the whole league, I think it was.
So what happens is that money's not going around the Premier League then. There's no money flowing. You know when we always say you need that domino to go?
Yeah, there's no domino.
So if City go to a club and they go, right, we'll give you 60 mil for a player. And PSR does not allow them to spend the 60 mil to replace that player. They're not going to sell him.
Yeah.
It's no longer about for a team. It's no longer for a team now to look at, well, we can replace him. Whether the PSR allows them to replace him. And that's the other side of the coin that no one's properly looking at. Maybe what we might have to do for the next year or two until PSR gives its head a bang, or the Premier League wake
Release
up.
clauses. We'll have to go release clauses.
We have to do release clauses, or we have to create our own world-class players from the academy. And we
Which
build
I'm
them
all
up.
game for, but
That's
some
going to
of
be the
our
only way
fan base,
people
some
do
of
it
our
now.
fan base don't want to play any of our academy players.
They're going to have to do.
Because when I'm
No
saying,
one, you know yourself,
I'm
if
literally
there's no
saying
money in the pot,
Gundogan's not
how are you
performing
spending?
well. I'm saying Gundogan's not performing well. Stick Nico O'Reilly in there. Then I'm getting told, by City fans that you can't throw him in there because he's got zero experience. I'm like, well, hang
No,
on a
you
minute.
can, but then don't go. I want the Champions League. I want the Premier League. You're gonna have to set your. No, not you.
No.
You.
But my rebuttal to that anyway. I know it's not. I know you're not saying it to me. My rebuttal to that anyways. I'm not saying stick Nico O'Reilly in there now for the rest of the season. I'm not saying play him against Bournemouth. That means he's got to start every game now to the end of the season. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm expecting Gundogan to get better as the season goes on. So when he gets better, then you put him back in. I'm saying, you don't just have a player in the... You don't just change a player and be like, right, that's your position now for the rest of the year. No, you can change, man.
Yeah, what we might have to do is... Because, again, listen, I would love... listen, to fight what people think, I love going out spending 300-400 million. I love it. Like everyone else. Of course you do. Top player and everything else. Sadly, though, I know Bayern Munich ain't going to sell Musiala. Wirtz probably will. The trouble is with Wirtz, he's probably going to go over to Madrid.
Sell him if he doesn't agree to the deal.
Yeah. You sort of where you're stuck there. But Musiala's heart is really wanting to stay. So then you think, well, if you look at the players we go to, it's why we're having to go to players like Shakhtar or something. You're having to go to obscene clubs to get deals done. Because no one in the Premier League is going to touch anyone because there's no money in the Premier League anymore. You saw that with Crystal Palace.
Explain what you mean.
Newcastle couldn't even get what's that centre back called at Palace?
Gueye.
They couldn't get him out for 70 million quid. They made 5 bids. 5. No, we're not in the same room. I just noticed the backgrounds. 5 bids. They went at 50, 55, 60, 65. They went to 70.
Right.
And they got told, piss off. Ain't coming.
Why did they get told that?
£70 million. I don't know.
Because Palace don't need the money?
Because Steve Parish turned around and went, it's going to cost me more money to replace him than 70 million quid.
But here's the thing, and I've said this before.
And I haven't got it in my PSR.
You say there's no money in the Premier League, I actually think that teams have so much money nowadays that they don't need to sell players.
I don't know.
You know when we got bought, Martin, yeah?
Yeah, that Chelsea get a 20% sell on as well.
Yeah, when we first got bought, right, we was going around spending 20 million quid on everyone. Mm-hmm. And that at the time, teams were like, yeah, we'll get the money in, The facts are, the teams earn so much money now off TV revenue and all that kind of stuff, that they don't actually need to sell these players for 50, 60 mil no more. They can hold out and they can be like, 70, 80 mil. This is why I think the players that we probably end up signing are probably going to be players who are either coming to the end of the contracts, or have got release clauses.
Release clause. Hey, the other thing is, no one's mentioned this, but who do you think's paying for our extension in the North Stand?
I don't know.
It's coming out of our coffers.
Yeah, but that doesn't affect your profit and sustainability, though. No,
but it comes out your chest. They're also about to spend 19, 20 million, wherever it is, on a brand new women's training facility.
Right, that's all well and good, with the North Stand and that, right? But like, would fans not rather have that money spent on the players?
I don't know.
If you went to 100 City fans and said, right, lads, £300 million, do you want them to upgrade the North Stand?
Then we can't complain at match tickets then going up or season tickets going up. You can't have both things here. That is the problem. We can't go. We don't want our tickets to go up. But I want a new stand. I want a new play. If you want it all, someone's got to pay for it somewhere.
Mike says,
Yeah, I'd love him. I love Rodrigo at Madrid. I'd love him.
Yeah, Mike says
He's the guy I've
we've
always
gone for
wanted.
Villana. Good at
Him and
finding a
Kimmich.
diamond for cheap.
Yeah,
But, that insinuates we've got no money, man. We just
no,
spent
we've got
25
money.
quid.
I think we've got money. It's. I think what we need to do is, I think in January, you're gonna think I'm crazy here, LB.
Oh, what are you about to say here? What are you gonna say?
I think getting a backup striker is more important than a midfielder. I would rather go and get a backup striker for 25 million quid or something, because believe it or not, I know people are going to think this is crazy. I think we can get around the midfield a little bit. You've got Nico Riley, you've got Rico, you've got Stones, you've got things you can do. Haaland gets injured, LB. You know what, mate? You've got jack shit.
No, I hear that. I hear that.
Jack shit.
No, I hear.
I think
they're both bad. I think it's both bad. I think we need both. That's why I said.
I'm telling you now, we can get away without Rodri. You can't get away with no Haaland.
I don't know if we
We've won every game bar one without Rodri.
No, but Martin, that's disingenuous because we should have lost a lot of those games. We got lucky in a lot of those games. I don't know, man. It depends. If you offer me, who's your backup striker that you'd get?
I'm not saying you're gonna get I don't think you'll get a superstar.
I watched Celtic, by the way, at the weekend with you. That Kyogo,
go and get Kyogo.
Not a bad little player. I'm not. Listen, it's one game I've watched him. It's a Scottish league. I have no idea if he could translate that into
People
Premier League
Chris
football.
Wood. Do you know what? I bet Chris Wood ends up at Stamford Bridge.
Why does everyone keep saying this guy? Has he been slamming it or something?
He's slamming it. He is. And plus, I hate him to guts. And they just love him over on my channel, over on our channel.
Isn't he a City fan?
He's a Kiwi. Yeah, he's a Kiwi.
He about City all the time, apparently, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a City fan and he's a Kiwi.
Good 8 goals in 10 games.
That's why Pat and Rich love him. He's from their neck of the woods.
Check this out. Check this record.
Because all the other Oceanic players at City have been flops.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's crazy, isn't it?
The third in the league.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, how much are you going to pay for him?
Well, I don't know.
So, fair, that's at the end of the year.
New Forest bought him for 17 mil.
He's 32. He'll be 33. We're buying another 33-year-old.
You want Dzeko?
No, don't want Dzeko. I wanted Dzeko because we weren't signing anyone.
I'm joking. No, I know. Listen.
But on a real, I need to address this, innit? Because people keep on saying, but you wanted Dzeko. No, I wanted Dzeko because we weren't signing anyone in the first place.
You want Dzeko?
I didn't want him as my main guy. I wanted him because we weren't signing anyone. And I was like, well, if you're not going to sign anyone because you don't want to spend any money, just go and sign Dzeko for 1 million quid for Fenerbahce.
Another thing, 98 LB, Delap left 3 months ago because he wasn't playing. He's not going to come back in 3 months later.
Come on, man. We ain't getting Delap. Come on, guys.
He left City 3 months ago because he didn't want to sit on our bench.
No, he'll look at McAtee, and be like, yeah, bro, you played 1 minute. You played 1 minute of Premier League football.
He's not coming back. That's the problem. Whoever you get as a backup, you've got to say to quote The Rock, and I hate doing this, he has to know his role and shut his mouth. Whoever that striker is coming in.
Exactly. And that's why I've always said buying backup players is more difficult than buying starters. It just is. Yeah. It's more difficult to buy a backup player. Trust me, it's more difficult to buy a backup player in football than it is starter. Especially, when your starter is like Haaland or Rodri. They almost create a problem for the club because they're too good. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because like if they're all right, you can just drop them and be like, yo, we'll rest him this week, play this other guy. But they're so good that you can't even like afford to drop them. Because if the drop would just be a mad drop off. It's kind of crazy when you think about it, but it's true.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, I think we don't really, we've got the Heskey boys. That's all we've got in striker role. There is nobody really in EDS or in the Heskey brothers who would do this.
That Openda's not a bad player.
No, But what I mean is, when I say the CDM, I know that sounds crazy to many, but you've got Jacob Wright, you've got O'Reilly, you've got Lewis, you've got players who can go there. You have got nobody for Haaland.
But
Nobody.
this is the thing that, like, you know what I just don't understand is, right, is like, do you agree or do you not agree that Jacob Wright came on against Spurs and played really well?
Yeah, but the trouble was he wasn't in his 6th role. It was more the
No,
advanced
no,
eight,
but
10.
that's irrelevant, right? And chat, let me know if you agree. I thought Jacob Wright come on and done really well. It wouldn't surprise me if we don't see him again for the rest of the season. So it's like, this is the thing. I'm saying that, like, surely we have to try some of these players. We've got this academy that they spent loads of money on, right? And it just feels like at times when the team's struggling due to injuries or whatever, we just don't try him. And I'm just like, give him a go. What's the worst that can happen?
See, to me, you know what you're saying? I look at certain players and I'm looking at a youngster right now at Real Madrid who I would love at City and I think would be outstanding. And he's actually in the City mould to where he's young enough to become world class.
Go on.
Is that Gula?
Arda Güler.
Yeah.
I'm sure I got told by someone
Someone's
that
going to tell me
City
he's amazing. He is. I just think he could then go to the world class level, let's say.
I'm sure someone told me a while ago. I must have been drunk and I can't remember who it was. I'm sure someone told me that City were looking at him.
City are looking at all young top players. Of course we
I
are.
can't remember who told me. Was it you?
Probably me.
Someone, I swear down, someone
It
told me that
was
City were interested in him.
It was probably me. Nobody. But the thing is, no, I told you. I said Turkish and Real Madrid. Look it up, and I don't think you did. He's to me, he's a youngster, and I think he'd do a great job.
That's the wrong one, man. that's funny, but it's the wrong one.
I think that it sort of ticks a lot of City boxes. Young lad, he's coming up through the game, not getting a lot of time in his current club. You could make him the next superstar.
He's not even playing.
Because you know the scary thing is, we all talk about this, but we only heard about Florian Wirtz and Musiala because they were given a chance at their football clubs.
Correct. They were given a chance.
They were given the opportunity to play and become world superstars. Chelsea flopped out on KDB. They didn't want to know him. KDB was known as
Gula, by the way, someone's just put it in the chat. Someone's just put it in the chat, Martin. He does have a few injuries, bro. And he's 20. He's 19. He's already had.
Listen, I've already said this. Gundogan arrived on crutches.
No. But Martin, this is different. He's 19 years old. He's already had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 injuries. And they're not particularly short. 41 days, 50 days, 28 days, 59 days, 33 days, 53 days. For a 19-year-old who you're probably going to be shelling out 60, 70, 80 mil for.
I want him. I really want him.
Well, yeah, fair dues. You've got him.
I so want him.
I'm just saying that's not the greatest injury record in the world. I know you should.
And you know what? Double it down. Go and get your Mal as well. Let's go to Barcelona and get your Mal. Bollocks. Let's double down and go and get him.
I'm just telling everyone it wasn't FIFA 5 minutes ago. It fucking sounds like FIFA now.
No, I'm not buying the ready-made. I've gone the level down. I'm doing what City do.
That sounds like a technicality. That does.
You're
that
at
sounds
the
like
top
a technicality.
table. I've got a level down. Echeverri, come in, could be a superstar.
Yeah.
Oscar Bob could be our next superstar.
I've said this for weeks. I think we're massively missing.
It's because we've not seen them yet. We've not actually seen them.
Yeah.
Honestly, in February, you might be going Oscar Bob. Wow.
I think we probably will.
Echeverri,
maybe not February. Maybe March, April.
Right, March. Maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to Echeverri, man. I can't lie. I'm looking forward to Echeverri coming in and having some energy in that midfield, having a bit of excitement, a bit of pace, a bit of like rawness about him. Because when you look at that midfield, Martin, yeah, they're all mint technically, but they're all stale.
Yeah.
They're all very stale football players. And I don't mean that in like a disrespectful, I mean it in like did he ever get you up off your seat? Kovacic, Bernard, not really. You know what I mean? They're all mint technical players. I think we need someone in that midfield, yeah, who's like just fucking gets about and is like quick, and it'll probably piss a lot of people off when he loses the ball and that, because that's what'll happen. But just something a little bit different, man. Something a little bit different.
You know, that's what it is with me. I'm excited. When I said I started to say hashtag fun season, I'm excited because at the time we had Oscar Bob.
Not fucking fun at the moment.
Spoiled twat. Anyway, second in the league, not fun yet. We're not Sinclair. What is it?
We're 2 points behind Liverpool. He said it's not fun. Entitled fan.
Yeah. Forest beat Liverpool, didn't they? Big up Newcastle. No, and I'm just excited with it, with Echeverri potentially, and as long as he's not another Perona, you got Oscar Bob, and you've got no,
not Enzo. I'm so glad we didn't sign him. We could have signed him at the same time we signed Alvarez.
Then City could have had all these players. We said no. There is a reason we said no.
I'll take Caicedo though. I've changed my mind actually a little bit. Caicedo
over Rodri.
No.
So why are you playing him? You're going to say I play him now because Rodri's injured. You get your crystal ball out.
Play him with Rodri when they both get fit. Play them both. We can't play two midfielders, you know.
I'm not saying we can't.
Like you can sign, but bro, come on, man.
He's off again. Bernardo's out.
Bernardo probably will be sold this summer.
Yeah, I think Bernardo will go out on a free, 2026.
Maybe.
I think he'll do his contract and then go out.
But if City sign like a big player this January or summer, then he might just be like, you know what?
Do you know when I think you'll see the biggest money spent is the summer?
Yeah, obviously.
I think, you know why I'm a bit hesitant with January? I want to see, depends what Hugo's like. Depends if Hugo wants to come in and make a statement or how much say he gets.
Well, people are now saying that he's going to have much more involvement than we initially felt. Because apparently, like, when it was announced, it was like, yeah, like, Tiki's going to, like, lead it in that.
Yeah.
And Viana's going to be, like, just there with him, like, in the emails and that, and just seeing what's going on, so he's in the loop. Whereas, who reported it now? Was it Jack Gorn, who basically said, actually, no, that's not happening. Sounds like Viana's going to have much more of a say from, like, January, but it's probably started now, to be honest with you, on the next transfers. Seen that couple like last week or 2 weeks ago. So it sounds like Viana is going to get in there, and I don't know, man. Like I imagine that he probably is watching every single City game right now. I imagine he's fully aware of the squad ages, contract situations, and see what he does. But sounds like he's going to be heavily involved.
Yeah,
heavily involved.
I'm just looking. See, we don't know who's going to be on the market in the next few months, do we?
No, but this is where City have to go out and make the market. You know, meant to be one of the biggest clubs in the world, Martin, with some of the biggest riches behind us. Like we're meant to go out there and if we need a player, like we go and sort that out. And it's not like we're coming off the bat, Martin, and spending 150, 200 million in the summer, and people will be like, yo, we can't just be spending 250, 300 million every single summer. Like, we spent 25 billion quid. We've made profit on our transfers over the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
The money is there. The money is there. It's 100% there. We have a war chest. It's all about whether they're going to spend it. And for me, with me, yeah.
Go on.
When it comes to transfers and stuff like that, for me, it's all about the intent. So if you look back at when Gundogan left, right? And obviously we messed up there because we should have just signed Gundogan on a new contract anyway. But yes, we ended up with Nunes, which hasn't worked so far, although in the last couple of weeks it's looking more promising. People slagged that window off and said we effed up. And yeah, we did F up the Gundogan bit, but the intent was there. We tried to sign Bellingham. We tried to sign Rice. We tried to sign Paqueta. Like, the intent was there. We just got unlucky. What?
I was just randomly looking at a player that I've always wanted to buy. Just see when his contract just goes out.
It's not 2026, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. That's all you fucking look at. All you look at is players and managers that end in 2026. Go on, who is it?
Do you know Frankie de Jong? Contract expires. He's only 27. You're not going to say 27's old now, are you?
No, mate, I'm someone who gets pissed off when people say like a 28-year-old is too old, because that's when I was growing up, that was when you was in your prime, 28, 29, 30. But now it's
People
like you
say
sign anyone
no.
over 26.
People are saying no.
But listen,
Wow.
I'm actually kind of low
Shocked
key
at
with,
that.
nah, I'm kind of with the chat on this a little bit, bro. I'm not a massive fan of
I'd
De
have
Jong.
de Jong tomorrow.
I'm not a massive fan of De Jong.
Because you think he's going to get a contract renewal at Barca on the wages he's on?
Is he relevant? Is he good enough?
Of course.
Is he?
Of course he is. I'm just thinking nice Bernardo replacement.
Can I actually ask you a question? What does he actually do?
What do you mean, what does he do?
What would you say his role is in the team? What does he do?
I think he's the Barca.
So he doesn't score.
I think he's the Barca Bernardo. I think he's Bernardo Silva equivalent.
Do you not think we need to be adding some goals and assists to this team? We're adding another player that doesn't score or assist. The most goals he ever scored in the league for Barca is 3.
Again, you're going on G&A again.
But we don't have anyone in the team that scores freaking goals. Our second joint highest goal scorer is Gavardio, Nunes.
Right now.
We need to buy players, Martin, who score goals. We need to buy players that create chances and score. Because when we're relying on Gavardio to get us back in games, yeah, because our wingers don't score and our midfielders don't score, we have to be looking that our next signings have to be, other than the DM, have to be players that can actually score goals. They just have to. And De Jong, for me, bro, don't meet that criteria.
See, but listen, I've never been a GA merchant because we've been the top goal scorers in the league for the last 3 years. That's all I care about. City have been the top goal scorers for 3 years on the bounce.
I'd much prefer someone like a Barella. Much prefer someone like
maybe. I'm just asking options. I'm asking questions. That's all.
He looking at his stats. They look like he could score more goals and get more assists. Like his highest in the league is 6. Yeah, he's had 13 assists 1 year. I think the best Frankie de Jong ever done is 5 assists in the league. Barella's done 9, 13, 7, 6.
Right.
Like he
Everyone
looks
wants Verts. He's got 1 assist all season. What we're doing? Yeah, he's got 1 assist in the Bundesliga unless he got 1 at weekend. Before weekend, he had 1 assist in the Bundesliga.
He's also.
You know what I mean?
4 goals though.
No, but come on a minute, Albie. See, don't do that. Don't play that game. When Phil Foden, who's been well under par, has more assists than him.
Yeah, but he's also got 4 goals.
No, it's the sexy name again. It's the sexy name.
It's the name.
Stop doing me the GA stuff. GA's people who want to do the stat padding.
But you accept that we do have a bit of an issue with lack of goals in this team.
Yes, from everybody. But do you accept City have been the top goal scorers for 3 years on the bounce?
Yeah, I think that heavily relies on.
Right, there you go then.
Erling Haaland, though.
But it still happened. We've still been the top goal scorer for 3 years on the bounce.
Yeah, listen, I like Bruyne. I think Bruyne's a good shout. You know, I mean, he's been there. That's probably someone who he's starting to get a lot of hype around his name now, Bruyne. You know, I mean, he's versatile. He can play left. He can play behind the striker as well. He's a potential.
Yeah,
option.
I don't mind. And by the way, this goal thing, I can go into any team and do that. Go to Liverpool and take Salah out. I'll go to bloody Newcastle and take Isak out. Can I do that game?
No, but it's it's different, bro.
That's why you have your top striker and the top money.
No, and I get that. I just want to see the goals spread out a little bit more evenly. Whereas at the moment, it's not. You know what I mean? I want to see like a winger be able. I don't know. There's been injuries. I get that, right? But I want to see a winger be able to get to like 15 goals in a season.
That's not happened in 3 years. That's not happened.
Yeah, because
since
we sold all our
17,
players who
18.
can score
No,
goals.
17. No, this is my thing. 17, 18, right? We had this goal getting winger job. Yeah. And it was brilliant. It was exciting to watch until we got in the Champions League and played Monaco and got beat 5-4 or whatever it was.
Oh, that's nothing
No.
to do with.
You,
No.
hang on. Yes, it was.
No.
And then everyone then goes to Madrid and you're winning 1-0. Yeah. And you're going, yeah, this is amazing. And you're still going for the goal in the 92nd minute. And you're going, yeah, it's amazing. And then Madrid go the other end and score and you get knocked out. So then you have another problem, yeah?
Yeah.
So he goes, you know what? I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to go nice, pragmatic, tiki-taka football all through the middle.
Yeah.
We won a treble. Didn't see anyone bitching about it then.
No, you're right. But here's the thing. I've actually got one of my players already. Nunes.
Yeah.
Because Nunes is getting me GNA. That's what I'm asking. He'll get me goals, Nunes, on that left-hand side. 100%.
See,
I really like it.
CB, hang on a minute. I'm gonna, because by the way, I've got a new one now. People that come after me, I'm gonna go after them in the chat now. If people got a set of bollocks, I'm gonna have a set of bollocks right back to them because I show my face on camera, unlike the keyboard warriors. Right. CB in the chat, you're going on about your narratives. What narrative have I spouted?
Let me bring it up the comment. Where's he saying this?
Bring it up.
Where's he saying it? I can't see it.
It's about 10 ones up.
10 ones.
Mine, don't start with those narratives. Where is it?
This one. Big up CB, man.
What narratives have I formed? What I've given you is a fact.
What narratives, CB, what narratives is he saying?
I gave you a fact.
What was your fact?
That when we went to more pragmatic football, we won the treble. Factual.
Yeah.
That is exactly what we did.
That is facts.
And you all celebrated it.
Correct.
I'm sick to death of hearing about 17, 18. Why are we going back 5 years, 6 years?
Yeah. But this is why I do like that Nunes is on that left-hand side right now, because I feel like he creates. I feel like he's going to get me goals. And he's playing well. This is why, Martin, I don't know your take on this one, but it's quite interesting. For me, yeah, I actually... oh, shit, I need to go through these super chats. My bad, man. Fuck, sorry, my bad. Got 6. My bad, guys. They've been there for an hour.
See, look, CB's responded, and it's not exactly what I've... not even what I've said.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Martin. Right, forget CB for a sec, yeah? Respect CB. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? You know, on Nunes, this is why I'm a little bit like... I hear what people saying, right, we need to put Nunes in the middle because he's got the pace and that, but like, Nunes is playing his best football ever at Manchester City now on that left-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
So why would we now move Nunes in a position that he's been playing well in? We all agree he's been playing well, I think. I think we all agree that he's been playing well. He's getting goals. He's got a couple of goals. He's got a couple of assists. Why would he then move him into the midfield? And I do hear why the reason is, but I'm just like, bruh, I'm not sure about that, man. I'm not sure about moving him. And I know Doku come on and actually play quite well against Bournemouth, right? But
Doku was excellent when he come on.
You know, he was good. But Doku's this guy who, a couple of games he can look good, and then a couple of games he can look trash. And for me, I'm just like, Nunes is looking good on the left. I thought this guy was done in January or the summer. All of a sudden, I'm now thinking he's actually got a future here. I wouldn't move him personally.
Could you play him left-hand side of the midfield then?
Well, I'll tell you why I wouldn't do that. It's because I tell you what I'd do. I'd just play Kovacic, I'd just play Kovacic, Foden, and De Bruyne. That's what I'd just fucking do now. I'm at the point now where I'm just like, fucking just send it. I don't Foden, De Bruyne, Kovacic, Nunes left, Savio right, Haaland up top, and I just full send it. And I'd accept my defense is going to concede goals because it's conceded goals all season. But that attack, Nunes, Foden, De Bruyne, Haaland, and Savio, that should score goals. And I'm just going full send. That's probably why I'm not a manager in it. But that's what I would do.
No, potentially. No, I hear that. It depends what you want to do, because I like Nunes because he tracks back. And that is the one thing when you look in a winger.
Work rate is mad.
Pep made a comment I think was it Southampton? Was one of them.
This
And
is
he's
spot
also
on, man.
mentioned it before. Do you know why Sterling and Sane and Mahrez all got shipped out?
Sterling wanted to play more minutes and had a bust up with Pep
Mhm.
Guardiola. Sane wanted to go back to Germany because he'd be promised he
Yeah.
was the star boy.
Yeah,
Mahrez got a 400 grand a week tax-free offer from Saudi Arabia.
and he wasn't playing. But do you know the biggest criticism all three of them were that Pep had?
What?
None of them would go back. None of them would shot back.
I think Sterling was quite good.
No,
No, I think
Sterling's biggest issue is he won't go back.
I
And
think
if you
Sterling was
watch-
very underrated in the defensive aspects of the game.
And
I
that's something Pep
can't
said.
lie.
Pep said something last week. I think it was either Southampton or Fulham, but he made a comment of going forward for my wingers. Sorry, coming back with my wingers is just as important as going forward.
I think Sterling did a very good job defending.
Because that was Sane's fault. And I've told you a story 1,000 times. We played Leicester City when Company scored that worlder. And Sane was a sub.
Yeah.
And he brought him on. He brought him off the bench. Sat 4 rows away from him, right in front of him. Ball goes out. And with Sane's pace, he could have run and got the ball easily. And he didn't. And Pep bollocked him.
Yeah.
Bollocked him to a point where he was nearly coming back off the pitch. Pep was literally going psycho at him. And that is the thing with Pep is, with Pep, it's not just about, he's not bothered. If you score 20 goals, fantastic. But if you don't trap back once, I know which one he's probably going to be more angrier over.
Yeah, facts.
That's Pep. That's the problem with the winging stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why I think he does. And that was the issue in the Champions League or the leagues. It was, we were great going forward, but going back, we were getting caught left, right, and centre. That was one of the reasons we bought Bernardo Silva, because he rinsed us alive when he
We also
played.
had Fernandinho in there. He was just like world class at what he did.
It's the way Pep is. I know people aren't going to like it, but if you think Pep's going to change at this point, then you might need to want a new manager. You might need to want a new
Martin, stop. Don't say that. Don't say that.
You might need to do that. If you want this attacking flair football, then who are you going to get? Because Alonso don't do that.
Winning company.
He's off again.
All I'm saying is,
if you want attacking flair in football, let's go and get Ange then. Go and get Ange out of Tottenham.
I'm just saying, Vinny Company's Bayern Munich.
Going forward.
I'm
We'll
just
do
saying,
jack shit going back.
Vinny Company's Bayern Munich, Martin, are one of only 2 teams in Europe that are unbeaten in the league.
What's up with this?
They're unbeaten in the Bundesliga. Only one of 2 teams in Europe in the top 5 leagues that are unbeaten. Him and Sporting Lisbon, I think it is.
You didn't want either of them. Don't start bigging up Amorim now, because he ain't coming. Don't start bigging him up.
That's crazy. Right. Before you do super chats, answer the question. Do you want to see Nunes moved into the middle, or do you want to keep him on the left?
Right now I'll keep him on the left. But I would like to see him give him a go in the midfield as well. I don't want to see him come out the team when Doku comes back, or Grealish, or whoever it is. I don't want to see him come back. I want to see him given a chance in that team still.
Would you start him tomorrow night in the midfield?
He said what? No, he's got to be on the left wing. Oh no, Doku's fitting there.
I'd start Doku. Right, here's the thing, right? I don't want to see Nunes be moved into the middle. But if you are going to play him in the middle for a game and try it out, do it tomorrow night in the Champions League.
Yeah, put Nunes in the middle tomorrow and Doku on the left. Savio on the right.
And if he doesn't sign the left winger by mistake.
Cover is 6. Nunes, Foden, Savio, Doku.
There's not a chance I'm playing Kevin De Bruyne in this game, by the way.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
No way. At best, if we're 4-0 up, and that's why I said at best. Because I
personally think it won't work. My prediction. If it works, buzz him. I think it won't, and I think we've signed a left winger. But I think he's a very good left winger. I like him.
But the trouble is, this is where you're at with your kids, though. You just said all that, and we've dropped Gundo, and we've still not got McAtee and O'Reilly in.
Yeah. No.
Or Jacob Wright.
No, but people want to do this as a trial.
But where?
What do you mean?
Because this was my question ages ago. Do you remember when I said, be careful what you wish for on the Carabao Cup? Because what did I say? I think it was last Wednesday. I said, once we're out, when does McAtee play now? Because I knew he'd only played 1 minute in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I think I said it on your show last week. I said, when does he play now?
He doesn't.
So what's McAtee going to do then? Twiddle his thumbs?
Yeah. He won't do fuck all. He won't play. Because he won't play.
Yeah, do fuck all.
Which is why it's kind of weird that we kept him. It's weird we kept him. We got offered apparently a big fee for him. Don't make sense.
This is why you got to be careful what you want with the youngsters.
No, I agree. Let's go through to these super chats. My bad, man. They've been here for
I like that team Elliott's put it. Ortega, Rico. Oh, what's put that? Ortega, Rico, Walker, Aki, Guardiola, Phil, Doku, Haaland, Sabino. See, the back four's an hard one tomorrow.
Yeah, but he's got Nunes in the DM. He's got Nunes in the DM position. Which, by the way, right?
I was put Bernardo in the DM position.
I don't want Bernardo in the DM position. I think that'd be even worse.
No, I want Nunes in the 8 position.
Here's the thing with the Nunes in the DM position, right? He's got the pace for it. He's just, my mate said it to me today in the group chat. He said he's got everything you need, right? Apart from, imagine Edison passing the ball to him on the edge of the box and he was facing our own goal. I'd be worried. That's where I think we could struggle with it. But I don't know. Listen, it's a test, isn't it? If it doesn't work, stick him back on the left wing.
You know what?
I don't think it would work
now.
in the midfield.
What's the date now? 4th of November. City will still win the league.
I still think
despite all the meltdown, we'll win the league.
I still think we'll win the league.
I think we'll win the league.
And I think if we sign Zubimendi, we're definitely winning the league.
I think we'll win the league. I'm telling you now.
I think we will.
12th of November, I think we win the league.
Yeah. Right, let me do this super
I think this is just a little bit of our normal pre-season Groundhog Day shit that we're going through. And if we don't, we don't.
I would also say as well, yeah, I really need to do the super chats, but I would also say this. every time I'm about to do them, like we get into.
Don't blame me. You go with them.
Here's the thing as well, right? I would also say Kevin De Bruyne is now back.
Yeah, massive.
And you're trying to tell me we ain't going to improve when he comes back into the team.
That's what I'm saying. I just said we're going to win the league. Do your super chats. People have paid money. I apologise to people who paid money.
Right, okay. It's actually not been an hour. It's been 59 minutes because this was sent in at 9:49. So we managed to not do it for an hour. Victor Massam says fans are nervous for multiple reasons. The charges, Pep's extension, it's below par transfer windows, performances, lack of clarity on some players' injuries. I think he's spot on with everything he said there.
Exactly. I've said that all season.
You know what it is?
Massam, you've got that from the Mancunian way,
bro,
mate.
It's anxiety. It's anxiety.
Yeah.
People are got anxiety, mate. Yeah, because the charges, yeah, that is creeping up on us. And we've actually not spoke about it on the channel like a lot recently. I did that video the other day when I was in Ireland about the government getting involved again. But other than that, we've not really spoke about it for probably a couple of weeks. But everybody knows that with every day that goes by, we are getting closer and closer to an outcome. And however confident you are, that at this moment there is still a chance that this goes south. So that's people getting anxious. Yeah, Pep's extension, the greatest manager that's ever lived, could leave at the end of the year, and at this moment in time is leaving at the end of the year because he's not signed a new contract. The blow chart, they can't do nothing about the transfer window, whatever you think of it. The performances, yeah, again, have been poor and are not really getting any better. And again, I think he's right on the injuries. We're getting mixed information on some of these injuries. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes we're getting told that they're gone, then they're back on the bench. Then he's fit to play, but he didn't come off the bench. It's kind of like, what the hell's going on? So I think Massam's spot on with that, man. I think you are spot on.
I've said that. It comes back down to when we lost. It's human nature. Human nature. No matter how much time you probably did it when you were a kid, LB. And everyone in the chat. You can revive.
What's this mean? Full blown exposes. What does that mean? He says, because Lou must be American. So he says, in the States, we have full blown exposes on injury players. What does that mean? Full blown exposes.
Full blown exposure.
What's an exposure?
What do you mean exposure?
Lou, what can you?
Oh, I think he means in the States
Yeah.
when they get injured in like American football, etc. They give you the full breakdown on the injuries and how long they're going to be out and what's properly long. Over here, you go off what the manager tells you. So you know when Pep says they've got a niggle who's going to be out 14 days.
So like
Nobody knows what a
they
niggle
release like
is.
a document to say this is the
Yeah,
injury.
they give you a proper breakdown of what's going on. With Pep, you get he might be back next week, he might not. I'm not too sure.
Do you remember, was it last year when Doku got injured? It was like, yeah, he's going to be back in a week. And it took him 2 months.
Yeah.
Was it that was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they need to do that then. Because, like, to be fair as well, right?
I keep telling you, Pep's never going to tell the media the truth.
Bro, here's the thing as well.
You remember Arteta last week? You remember Arteta in the build to Liverpool?
Yeah.
Told everyone Saka and Calafiori were out, wasn't it? They were out. And then what he cleverly did was he put a private training session on at the Emirates behind closed doors when no one was there. I think it was on the Thursday night. He did it late night on like Thursday when no one was around. And they trained in it.
Yeah.
But he told them all they were out injured.
This isn't a bad idea
What
either.
you do is they play mind games over here.
Yeah, they do. Like, no, so it's a good charge. I didn't know that was the thing, and I actually genuinely didn't. Actually
Yeah,
know
in
that was
America,
the thing. In American football.
Yeah.
You get like a full document or whatever.
Well, you know what? Andrew's put in the chat. I rate Pep hating on the media. It's about time one of our managers, you know what, defended Manchester City for a change. You think you're going to talk bollocks about us for 10 years and we're going to keep giving you info? Get back in your box, you little cretin.
Yeah. No, that's completely correct. But then you also have to accept the cons of that, in which the arses of the fans get a bit twitchy.
No, I get it. And listen, I have said, LB, you've been on my show enough this season. I have said all since the start. I knew this was meltdown was coming, and I said I knew why. I knew when the first defeat was coming, because when you are not used to something, it hits harder. So the very first season we don't win the league, the meltdown will be the loudest because it's the first time some and many have never experienced that.
Yeah, maybe.
That's like a shock to the system to them. For me, I went 30 years without winning a title. I'm used to not winning a title. No, you are. But there are people in the chat who are like I said, my 15-year-old son, he's not used to not winning a trophy. My God, it'd be like a shock to a system to him.
Yeah.
He'd be like, what's this, Dad? Someone else.
Well, we also know, like, I can't be asked getting into it now, to be honest with you. But we also know we do have this now bit of a divide between the different fans of, like, if you're a younger fan, you've got more expectations. And by the way,
I disagree with that now after what I saw at weekend.
Well, actually, no, you're absolutely,
name. Yeah. I'm not going to mention his name because he literally shot me, and I had a lot. I do still have a lot of respect for him.
You know, it's right. You're right. Actually,
I'm sorry. I watched a 60-year-old man have a meltdown at the weekend, so I can't do that anymore.
I think if I can say stereotypically, that would be true.
Yeah,
stereotypically that would be true. Yeah, but obviously there are always exceptions to the rule. Facts, and I don't think either of them are right or wrong. Like, you can't tell people how to support the club. Yeah, in my opinion, you can't do that. But like,
I don't do that.
No, but you can also be like, you're a bit of a reality check, Brev. You know what I mean?
By the way, people got the wrong idea. People think I tell people how to support. I don't. What I tell you is how I support the club. So when someone tells me, Martin, why are you so relaxed? I'm answering them. You support however you want. But if I'm not going to join in with you, and people are saying toxic positivity, it's not toxic positivity. Pranav, with all respect, mate, I watched us get beat by Wycombe Wanderers. How the hell is getting beat by Bournemouth? A shock to my system. We don't win the league. But I'll tell you what, Pranav, City will come back bigger, stronger, and more determined next season to win the league.
Pranav, for me, bro, this is where I'm talking about the January transfer window. For me, I'm not. Listen again. If you think the summer transfer window was poor, No problem. I get why you're saying that. Yeah, I just think we've been mad unlucky with the Rodri injury and the snap leg to fucking Bob. Right, it would have been a big part of this club this season. 100%. It was our best player in pre-season. Right. I will be frustrated with this club if we do no business in January, because that's not acceptable for me. Like, you've lost your best player for a year with the ACL. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne is injury prone, which we already knew was going to be injury prone. We said it before the season even started. We're saying at some point he'll get injured. He'll be out for a month. He's been out for longer than a month. So we don't sign someone in January. That's when I'll be frustrated. And that's when I'll be like, yo, the board are not doing what they need to be doing here. But I'm not going to go hard on them for the summer, personally, because I just think that they did enough. They did the bare minimum, right? But the minimum was enough, and then they got struck. Imagine fucking, who's the most important player in the Liverpool team? Van Dijk?
Yeah.
Salah? Like, if one of those goes down with an ACL, yeah, they ain't winning nothing, bro. Nothing serious anyway. Same with Arsenal. Arsenal, I don't know, Saliba, Saka probably there's more. If he goes down with an ACL, they're not winning anything. If the fact that we're still sitting here saying Rodri's got an ACL, but we can still win the league, that tells us that the squad is good enough.
With all due respect, Jesus, is it? You just put there 5 in a row and a treble. Why not? Because a treble is not easy, mate.
There we go.
There's been 2 trebles done in 26 years. One in 99, and the next one was done by Manchester City in 2023, 24. Sorry, 22, 23. It ain't easy.
No. The thing is, though, yeah, I already think that we're going to win the league, personally.
5 in a row, yeah, but not the treble. The treble, no.
The
I did
treble,
think we could, but I don't think
but it's not. But it's not out of the realms of possibility that we could win the treble.
You want my opinion?
Listen, do I think we're going to win the treble? Obviously, I'm going to say no, because to say that's kind of ridiculous, right? But I won't be. If we get to the end of the year and go, we won a treble, I won't be like, rah, that's our madness. Like, this squad is still...
Again, people are going at me now. Standards are high doesn't make youngsters spoil. You got to understand something. I'm different to you, Jeremy Docker. I'm different. I'm not going to apologize for my thinking. People can think who they want, but I don't do toxic positivity. You know what I do? I do realism for me.
Yeah, I do that for you, innit? That's fine.
That's for me. I can only speak for me. LB can speak for him.
Here's the thing on this, Karl. Yeah, this is interesting, because I kind of agree with this comment. This current squad, I don't know if it's, but then I look at other teams around Europe, bro. And is the Liverpool team ready to win this Champions League with their squad? Is the Arsenal team? Is the Barca team a Bayern?
The Arsenal team aren't ready to win the Premier League. Never mind the bloody Champions League.
So this is the point I'm saying, that, like, I don't think any club in Europe right now, bro, is like a standout favourite for the Champions League.
No, I'm going to change that. The way Arsenal are playing, do you want to know what remind me? The way Arsenal are playing is very much like we played to win the Champions League. I don't know why their style suits the Champions League more than it suits.
I actually agree. I fully agree with you.
I don't know whether this reverse psychology from Arteta, but his style suits Champions League more than it suits Premier League. And I'm like, you know what?
Because in the Premier League, you have to be more risk taking.
Yeah.
Because you need the 3 points. Listen, if you go into a Premier League season, right, where you only needed 75 points, here's the thing that people don't understand, about how the league has changed. There has been times where you could win this league with 75 points. During those seasons when you can win the league with 75 points, the value of a draw was huge. As the league total points goes up, the value of a draw becomes weaker and weaker. Ask Liverpool. They lost 1 game in a year and didn't win the league because they drew too many. In this league right now, because the top teams to win the league are getting 85, 90, 93 points, you need to win games. Hence why you need to take risks. Champions League is different. It's a different sport.
Especially when you get out of this league phase, you're into a knockout.
Because you don't want to take risks. You want to be. Look at Real Madrid. Look at what they did to us last year. They didn't take freaking risks.
No, they came in that Southampton does.
They didn't take risks.
Southampton played more football.
And they won. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So I actually agree with you on the Arsenal thing. I think they've actually got more of a chance of winning the Champions League than the Prem. I don't think they'll win either, personally.
No,
But
I know I don't. But
if you
I
said to me
actually
now,
think they're
LB,
better
what
in
are they
the
winning,
Champions
Premier League or
League, yeah.
Champions League? I say, you know what? They might win the chance.
Yeah. Because in the Champions League, you can, this is going to sound so awful, but you can scam yourself to a final.
The best team doesn't always win the Champions
You
League.
can totally scam yourself into a final in the Champions League.
Bro, in theory, yeah, as soon as you get out the league phase, you can't do it anymore. But in the old groups, you could, in theory, draw every single game in the group phase, get 6 points. You could potentially go through on a 6 points, draw every game, win on penalties, and win the final on penalties. You could, in theory, win the Champions League without winning a single game. You can't do that in the Prem.
Yeah.
You can't do that in the Prem.
As I used to say, the Champions League is like the European FA Cup. If you get good draws and you've got injuries you got no injuries and everything's going for you, great. If you've got a shitload of injuries and you get drawn away against all the top sides in every single round, well, you ain't getting far.
Yeah.
Unless, then you've got to earn your crust. Like when City won it, we won it in style. A, we did it unbeaten. And B, we did it with Bayern Munich, Real Madrid. We beat every frigging top team to get there. And then beat Inter Milan in the final. We earned that. We earned it when we won it.
I think it's one of the best Champions League wins of all time.
And by the way, still have not been
the
beaten
best,
in
but
Europe
it's one
for
of the
3
best.
years.
Yeah. Was that,
That's what thing. Again, I'm going to get toxic positivity, but one defeat in 2024, unbeaten in Europe in 3 years. What the frig?
I need to put your face on this, don't I?
What the frig, people?
I need to put Martin's face on this chat.
Arsenal have lost 2 games in 2 weeks.
Everyone spam the needle, the injection, yeah? Because
we've lost Martin's, 1 game in 1 year. They've lost clinic. 2 games in 2 weeks. Come on, people.
Martin's in the clinic, guys.
Liverpool things that have a meltdown when they got beat by Forest like this. Come on, they got beat at Anfield.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Come on. Bit of positivity. We lost last week and we lost today. We don't give a fuck because we're all pissed up. MCFC, okay.
Let me, bro, honestly, Harambo.
That is your fault.
This is freaking unacceptable. We have actually now gone over the hour mark on these, so my bad, guys. Pep out, the banter, washed Baldy. Sorry, buds, we're getting relegated. Done and dusted like United, says Harambo.
I know you're only joking, Harambo, but you're a plastic.
That is. Nah, big up Harambo, man, for making us laugh.
Big up, mate.
Big up Liam says, no need to panic without our best ever player. For some in KDB, my best ever player. And the best player in the world in Rodri. We are second, 5 in a row incoming. Facts. Great comment. Big up to Presto as well, who's become a channel member. Big up, man. I appreciate the support, Presto. Thank you very much, mate. Big up to Omar says, hopefully Viana is better than Mr. Release Clause. Says,
sounds like an ice cream, doesn't it? Hopefully Viana. Vianetto.
Yeah, we'll see. It is interesting though how the news on Viana has changed. Who said that? Do you know which journalist said that? That apparently Viana's getting more involved than initially people thought. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Jack Gorn. Does anyone know in the chat? I seen it. It was about a week ago. I never did a stream on it. Probably should have done a stream on that. But yes, he basically said everyone said that like he's gonna just like shadow him from January, but not really be that involved. But apparently now he's actually going to be a bit more involved than people initially thought.
He won't be involved tomorrow night, ladies and gents. I'll tell you that. You're getting banned from everything sporting tomorrow.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Did you see that prick, by the way, from Sky Sports today? No. Being a right idiot with Amorim. And I'm not normally saying, but he was a right prick.
Oh, and I've not watched it. Was it about the language? He wanted to speak in Spanish.
Said, I'm asking one question in English about United. We've had 25 minutes of Portuguese. You're at a Portuguese press conference, you tool.
What did he say?
About? He went, he wanted to ask him a question about United. Nothing to do with City and Sporting. And he went, with respect, I'm speaking Portuguese about Sporting. And he just kept pushing the United thing and then had a go at him about it. And he said, I'll talk United next week.
Fair enough. And he has said that. He said that.
He wouldn't let it go.
Mate, some of these journalists.
David Cottrell, he wouldn't let it go. Bro, David
some of these guys are weapons, man.
I tell you what, he was bang out of order.
Yeah. I've not watched it, but I've seen it. I've seen what had happened.
I'm big up Amorim. I know, and I shouldn't be saying that, but the
Big
guy,
up Amorim. Whoa.
he's not there yet. He's a prick.
Yeah.
He's a prick next week. I still like him at the minute. He's going to do a U-turn. He's coming to City.
Yeah, well, the bookies still haven't updated the odds on City because he's still 9-1.
Have you seen the odds on City? Two relegated odds went down to 9-1, and then went to 6-1 yesterday.
Yeah,
Someone
because
went,
everyone's
115 news.
115 in it. That's why. To be fair, it's a smart bet. It's a smart bet, to be honest with you. Not now. Some people got it like 200-1, like before everyone got on it.
But do you know what the weird thing is with the favourites to win the title as well?
Yeah, I know.
How can you be one of the favourites to go down and one of the favourite to win the league?
Yeah, it's crazy. Big up to LB says, I'm afraid Sporting will donkey fuck us tomorrow.
You know what? LB98, you're in such a positive mood lately. It's unreal.
Bro. No way, man. You know, like I'm reading it out and like I only got what it meant as I was reading it. I'd not pre-read the super chat. Man, I need to start reading these before I read them out, man.
Do you not do that?
No, I don't read them out. I just well, I don't
someone's gonna send a super chat now that he's gonna get you clipped up. Like.
Well, that's why I get cooked a lot, you know, on these super chats when people try and get me. Because I don't pre-read them. But sometimes I recognize it as I'm reading it. But like,
he just told me I'm gonna send him one next week. Now you watch.
Yeah, but now you told me that, I'm gonna be on the lookout.
It might not be from me. It might be on my burner account.
Yeah, burner. Big up Alf says, big up Martin and LB. Just buy every player in the world. This is FIFA. I want to treble with Mallorca and Pep, and it's not even close. That's what Martin wanted to do before. Right?
That's what LB and others in the chat want to do. FIFA,
Martin wanted us to sign Yamal. Alf.
I tell you what, I've got an idea. Why don't you and Hamza do a FIFA stream? That'd be amazing. You just have like you get a takeover and spend about $1 billion.
Yeah, it would. No PSR issues,
you
mate.
Could call your team Bray, Bray, City.
Also, not a lot, Paul. I was actually very good. I'd actually get drunk, to be honest.
He was too busy crying on Saturday night.
Nah, man. You know what? I wasn't crying.
He had a meltdown.
I had a meltdown.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm saying, me and Tone have said we're saving the WhatsApp messages for Friday.
No, but bro, like,
you had a meltdown. You had a meltdown.
But you can't take.
You had a meltdown.
What someone says.
He had a meltdown, chat.
I don't know.
Me and Tom were like, calm down. He's like, bah, bah. He was not happy, but
no, I do that in group chats all the time, man. You know what I mean? I always do stuff like that. Yeah, LB exposed. Big up to Tinsay, bro. Says, remember, Bruno's not worth the money. Reap what you sow. Now, the thing is, though, Tinsay, I do agree with this, and I've seen Nobbins put this, and I agree. I like to tweet, and I agree with what the principle of the message is saying. But this message is only valid because Rodri's got an ACL injury. Am I not correct there, Martin?
So that again.
This message here is only valid, yeah, because Rodri got an ACL. 1 sec. I can tell you.
Of course it is. It's a hindsight thing. It's like the Palmer stuff. You know, we shouldn't have sold Palmer. Palmer wasn't playing number 10 for Sarah. And he wasn't doing what he's doing now. So it's hindsight. Because the trouble is, like I said, we spent 100 million on Grealish and people go, he's nowhere near worth it. What happens if the club spend 100 million on Bruno and 6 months, a year down the line they're saying he's not worth it? That's another 100. 100 million is a lot of money to splash out. Not many teams in the Premier League have gone to that 8-figure sum. Not many have gone. Well, it's not even 8 figures, is it? It's 9 figures. Not got to the 9-figure sum. I do think that 9-figure scares a lot of teams. 100 mil is a lot of.
I just feel that, like, yes, this is very true, Tinsay. Yeah, but it's only true because Rodri got an ACL injury, and you can't. I just don't think you can predict for an ACL. People
And
say
by
you
the way,
can't.
they did want Bruno at 80, 85 mil, just not at 100.
Yeah. I just
I
thought Peter
think,
appreciate
mate, I think the Grealish reaction has scared the club a little bit and going to that figure again.
What, you think we've got a bit of PTSD?
Yeah, I think they've gone 100 mil. Because they didn't want to go 100 mil for Rice. They didn't want to go 100 mil for Bruno. I think for City to get to a mil.
I told. Yeah, mate.
Until
Even
Friday.
Club shut
Until
down
Friday.
after one Premier League loss. Apparently, bro. Apparently, don't renew Pep's contract. Get him out.
Bailiffs are in.
Yeah. Nah,
Hey, Tone, here's the best one. LB's told everyone he was calm on Saturday night. I said,
I
don't
feel
worry,
like I was calm.
We'll read this. We'll read the WhatsApp on Friday.
Oh God. I'm scrolling through now, like thinking, what did I use?
He's like, what did I say? Shit. Was one of his comments. He just went, shit.
It was shit. It was shit, bro. It was factually shit.
Oh, do you not remember what he said about Walker?
No.
And I got really arsey with you. You went,
I probably.
You went, Martin's gonna shout at me if I say anything more.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, though, yeah. No, the thing is, though,
he's reading them now. He's reading them back now.
Fair enough. No, but the thing is, though, I said it at the start of the stream. I would sell Walker if the offer was there in the summer.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was how angry you were to the point you were like, "Yeah, I won't say it. I'm not going to say it."
I actually don't know what you're on about. But the thing is, though, I said it at the start of the. I said it at the start of the stream. I would sell Walker in January if there was an offer,
Yeah,
and we could buy a replacement. Not just getting rid of him if we can't buy a replacement, obviously, because we're already not got enough players. Yeah. But if you can buy a replacement from him in January, I'd get rid of him in January.
Sorry. Who said Gavardio wasn't 100 mil? Gavardio was 70 odd.
Yeah. Nah, they try this. They try this all the time, Ivana, innit? They try this all the time. They always try and say, like, we pay more for players. I don't know why they do this.
Yeah, apparently we spent 800 million on Haaland, even though he's 51.
It's wild. It's wild, man.
But you know what they do say? They had wages, signing on bonus, agent fees. It all goes on for City.
Yeah, I know. Apparently, City have got scouts at Leverkusen v Liverpool tomorrow. Frimpong?
Is that a player?
Yeah, it'll be a player. You know, I think it'll be a player. I think it could be Frimpong.
Could it be theirs?
I don't know, you know. I don't.
Could it be Trent?
Could it be Trent? Fucking hell. Imagine we got.
Do you know what? He's a weird one, though, that. I'm waiting for the Trent to City rumours to go because he's on a free.
Yeah, I know. And
Everyone's gone on about us. It's like there are a few nice freebies coming up in the summer.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right?
Who's the guy buying who's free? The fullback?
Bro, there are
Alfonso Davis.
Yeah, but bro, here's the thing that I find mad here. There are some City fans that don't want Trent. Do you imagine the meltdown that the Liverpool fans would have?
I'd have Trent for the piss boiling.
Bro, the meltdown that Liverpool fans would have if we got Trent would be unfucking real.
I'd have Trent for the Hussam stream.
Exactly.
Well, I'm just waiting for Hussam, and then after that, I'd go on his stream, and then
you know what I'd start doing as well. I'd start saying he's like a mid defender. You know, because we've all said for like years that he can't defend. I'd be like, yo, this guy's actually a sick defender.
To be fair, he has actually become a really good defender this season.
He has improved. Now that is.
I'll tell you what Liverpool fans are worried about now. Have you seen the cryptic clues a lot that Salah's been giving out on social media?
I think Salah's having a pop.
It sounds like he's out the door.
I think that. No, I think he wants to stay. I think the club are not giving him what he needs or what he wants.
Depends what he wants. I mean, if you are Liverpool, would you give it a 30-odd-year-old that money?
How old is
you know how tight the board are at Liverpool. You know what they're like.
Give him a 1-year contract extension. And just say, bro, every time you play sick for 6 months, we'll give you another contract.
Mm.
The thing is, they don't want to be giving him 400 grand a week for 4 years or 3 years and then him turn shit. Because then he's screwed, aren't they?
We'll see. I think Van Dijk will stay. Not sure
Yeah, I
about
think he'll
Salah.
stay.
I think
he'll
Salah
stay.
will go. I think Salah might depend on what someone at our place does.
Huh?
Because what I mean by that, I could see the same club wanting both players.
What you on about here?
So think about it. Who's only got 6 months left?
Yeah.
Ours. KDB.
Oh, KDB, yeah.
So if one of the Saudi clubs don't get Salah, they'll freeze up the money to go and get KDB if they want.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? It may have. I think it depends which one goes first.
so you're
'Cause
saying
technically,
Saudi are only going to get one of them?
I can only imagine there's probably 2 or 3 clubs that are going to pay for that money, that money that you need wage wise. Yeah, wage wise. And the
apparently
signing
a team in MLS have offered it him though, isn't it? Is it San Diego or something like that? Is it some? Oh, it's some American.
aren't they going to have to break their wage thing? They're going to have to break something though, aren't they, to get it done?
I don't know how it works in America, but
Because
I've seen it on
Inter's different. Messi's been offered shares in like the football club, bloody Apple. He's got shares all over the shop to get in there.
Oh, CB says, nah, San Diego's mudded.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Definitely see something about. I'm sure it was San Diego. Apparently, they've offered him
Colorado was one of them, wasn't it? Colorado Rapids.
I don't know. Big up to MP as well. Who came in earlier on with the 10 gifted memberships. Appreciate the support, NP man. Thank you very much for supporting me on the channel.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Hopefully get back on the winning ways. Be nice to have a bit of positivity. Have that nice long drive because I'm driving at the weekend. I'm not even going on a bus.
Well, at least if we lose, you can just drive home, innit?
Why did I decide to drive to Brighton?
No, I actually think that's a better Dutch job.
Do you?
Being on a coach home when you've lost is grim. Unless you just get on it.
No, driving back from Brighton like 3 in the morning.
There's no one there to peck your head, man. You going with anyone?
Yeah, his son.
Fair enough.
He'll be asleep in the back.
Exactly. So there you go. Yeah, big up to MP, man. I appreciate it. Big up to Mohammed as well, who also become a channel member. Appreciate the support, guys, man. That means a lot. Means a lot for the support. Big up
Haram. Big news for the Mancunian way as well.
All right, one sec.
I'll let you finish these first.
This is the last one. Big up Haram bots. And so again, I'm very sorry, guys, that we've took so long to read these out. Trent wouldn't come to City because being at Liverpool means more. Bro can't shut up at times though, and puts up on a poor performance. Well, the thing is, he's kind of screwed himself a little bit, man, because whoever he leaves for, I think he's going Madrid, right? But the fact that he said it means more at Liverpool than he's going to join Real Madrid is just hilarious. I just find that absolutely hilarious. I said this to you guys, though, before, innit? I said, these people, who speak like this, they're always the ones that make these fucking decisions, these things anyway. I said this on a stream recently when I went on a rant. I said about Klopp moaning about multi-club models. Yeah, look at me, I'm so great. I hate multi-club models, not football. Blah 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 blah.
And then goes and becomes director or what?
All of a sudden, within 6 months of leaving Liverpool, he's now director of the fucking.
So it was the day I spend 100 mil and quitting, and then goes and bids 115, whatever it was for Caicedo.
Yeah, exactly. These people who talk like this, who pretend like they're morally superior to everybody else. These are the people that are sus, man, and that will probably just do it anyway. But then they just look like fucking twats because then everyone's just like, well, hang on a minute. What are you doing?
You got one more super chat you got to read now.
We don't do positivity, you happy. Actually, yes, we do. Look at that. I've been waiting to use this thumbnail, and I only used it a couple of times last year, but this year it's getting good use.
No, you need to get rid of you and put me in.
I will put you in. I'll put you and Tone in. Happy Clapper FC.
me and Tone. That's our new show.
Yeah, Happy Clappers.
That's what the actual show's called, Happy Clappers.
Yeah, no, it's a good name. It's
piss taken.
Yeah. All right then, mate. Anything else we need to discuss?
No. I hope that's chilled everyone out. Just remember, football's only a game. It's not. No need to divorce your missus or out or your husband over it. No need to be kicking your kids around. Everyone chill out. It's a game of football. Honestly,
Lineup,
some of the
lineup
anger I've seen this weekend is wild.
I'm not going to do the graphic, yeah, because it's already been an hour and 45 minutes. But what would your lineup be for tomorrow, bro?
Simple. I go. Well, it is Ortega.
It is Ortega.
Yeah, it's confirmed it.
Oh, has it? I've not seen it. I'm just literally
Ortega.
scrolling through the comments
Yeah,
now.
it is Ortega. Ortega. Rico. Gavardio. Ake. Has to be whoever we've got left because we've got no Diaz. And we've got no, what's he called? Who's the other one?
Stones.
So, yeah, has to be whoever's left. I go cover as the 6. Nunes and Foden. Savio on the right. Doku on the left.
Here's a crazy one, right? But would you play Walker?
He's been in training. He's troubled.
Rest Rico for the Saturday. I'm like, Rico, we need you on it for Saturday, mate. Or is that too much? Or are we being unfair there on Walker? Because if he has a shit game, he's going to get.
I think Walker, yeah. See, I have no problem with Walker, but
if you play Walker and he plays bad, he's going to get absolutely ripped apart.
I won't tell you what he said. He's just said,
you two just have your own little chats while we're doing a stream. On, it's fine. Ignore me.
No way was LB calm on Saturday.
What?
He had no way was LB calm Saturday.
Okay, so we won't go Walker. I actually think that would be unfair if you play Walker. If you play Walker, he plays bad, he's going to get
sanity. He needs to be taken out of the limelight.
Backs.
Just for human mentality now.
We can't play Gundo. Kovacic in midfield.
Well, we don't know. Bloody hell, Gundo's next on the 8 list. Foden's next on the 8 list. Who's next?
You can't play Gundo. Gundo's in the same bracket. You play.
You're not playing Foden then. Foden's now a one season wonder by a lot of.
I play. Do I give Nunes a game in midfield and just see what happens?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it once. I'll give him a game. I don't know how he's going to play. I think he should be left winger, but play him in midfield. Foden, Doku left, Savinho right, Haaland up top. We all in agreement with that?
For me, LB, I'm a big believer in get the game won and then change.
I'm the same.
I'm a big believer in that. I'm one of them. You know when you wear this, play them for half a game. Yeah, play them at the start, get the game won, and then take them off.
I agree. Okay, cool. So you agree with my team, yeah?
Yeah.
Doku left, Savinho right.
I still have Walker travelling in and around the squad.
Yeah,
still think he's going to be there. I'd say he needs to come out the limelight. Just until it all calms down a bit.
The problem is as well, though, bro, with Walker, is as like after the international break, there's no easy games. So it's not even as if you can give him a fucking dead rubber. We've got solid matches after this international break. Maybe Feyenoord is like.
Do you know what he needs then? He probably needs a man of the match. He needs summer. Do you know what he needs? He needs a fucking round of applause off the stadium when he walks in, so he gets a bit of positivity.
He needs a 30-yard screamer.
Yeah, he needs summer.
He needs to shoot from 30 yards and it goes in the top bin.
Do you know what it is? People just need to stop being knobheads.
Smash the likes, people.
Stop being knobheads with our own players. Back the boys. I know that's happy, clappy, toxic positivity, but just back the boys for one game. Back the boys.
That is happy, clappy.
I know, but you're asking me how do we get Walker better? Not by calling him a fucking knobhead every game he walks out on the pitch.
Nah, the chat's too funny, man. Right. All right.
It's personal. How's it personal? You don't know him. He don't know you.
You turned him into Saeed. Martin turned into Saeed. It's personal between us two.
You don't know him.
It's personal.
It's personal now.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what's trouble is with this society? And I don't mean to think, but no, stop LB98. Behave. No, he hasn't. But anyway. Jesus. Do you know what it is? This society's fucked up. You've seen what happened yesterday with Buddy Flex. This is what's wrong with society.
Nah, by the way, that was fucked.
People think they can say and
He
do
handled that
whatever
so
they
well,
want
by the way.
nowadays.
He handled that so
Yeah.
well. Big up Flex, man. The way he handled that was
2024,
insane.
people think they can say and do however they want
she's
now.
getting
They
fucking
can act
cancelled,
however they
mate.
want.
She's getting cancelled rapid.
I'm sorry, some people, I don't mean anyone here, but people are scum. People are scum.
Wow, this is turning into one of the streams that I like doing. Where we
No, it's
cook
scum.
this.
People are scum. People
I
need
love
to
these
go and
streams.
give their head a massive wobble. Go,
There you go.
stop being the massive weapon, knobheads, knob jockeys, whatever you want to call them. Stop it and grow up.
Yeah, man.
Seriously.
Cook.
Your dad didn't give you a big enough slap round the back of your head. Because I'm sick to death of these entitled little pissants that think they can say whatever they want and do whatever they want. And they go, oh, because if I say it, it means you're woke. No, it doesn't. What it means is you're a knobhead. I was brought up in the 80s. Wasn't right then. Wasn't right now. Doesn't mean I'm woke. What it means is I'm a normal human being. I'm not a born entitled prick. Sorry.
Nah, bro. I do these streams sometimes where I just cook.
It annoys me when people use woke as a damn excuse to say whatever they want. Freedom of speech. Yeah, you've got freedom of speech, but there's no such thing as freedom of speech without consequence. You can have freedom of speech. You're still going to prison, you dick. What does it mean? You've just made yourself unemployed.
Next time I do one of these streams, right, where I go off on a mad tangent and start cooking the world, you can join, innit? Because I do these streams periodically. Like something will piss me off and I'll just do a random stream and just cook people. Non-football related. So you can join me
I'm
on
telling you, CB's got a major issue with me. Proper. I
send CB the link, man. These people are going to have a beef off, innit?
Bring him on. I didn't call you a knobhead. I said society is. If you think it's okay to say whatever you want in 2024, sorry, it's not.
Are you going to prison?
Yeah, she is going to prison.
Yeah, facts, bro. Now that was crazy, man. That was crazy. Now big up Flex, man. The way you handled that was crazy.
Yeah, big up Flex.
He could have.
Big up to the girl. You are going to pick yourself up with all your lovely little ladies, and you're going to enjoy yourself because you've lost your freedom.
Yeah, man. 100%.
You've lost your family. You've lost everything.
Yeah. She said that. Yeah, she said that.
She'll probably come out with, I was having a drink. It was only a laugh. Stop being so woke.
Yeah.
Stop being so prick.
Alf, if you're not seeing it, basically Flex got racially abused yesterday.
People think they can say what they want on a fan cam now.
So that's what we're talking about, bro. Right, big up, man. Smash the likes up, people. Make sure you are subscribed to Mancunian Way. The link is in the title. Sorry, you wanted to say something before about your channel. What was you saying?
Yeah, we're going on big up.
Big up. What is this?
Big up. What used to be I can't remember what it used to be. One where people do the watch alongs now.
Oh, it's not that T-Fall thing.
Yeah, it was T4. It's now big up.
Oh, that's called Big Up now, is it?
We're going on big up starting from next week. Brighton post match.
Oh, cool.
We're gonna give you. It's got all direct links to Opta, so we'll have all the stats. It'll be something LB will love. He'll love the old stats thing. He likes a G&A stat.
Oh wait a sec. So when you was calling me a G&A merchant before?
No. We're gonna look at tactics. It's where Martin's FA coaching.
Yeah. No. But the thing is though, when you start talking about tactics, I'll just start talking about the eye test and tell you all these new stats are woke because you said I'm a GA merchant.
Yeah, but you are a GA merchant.
I'm going to call you a stat merchant.
You are a GA merchant. No,
I'm going to call you a stat merchant.
I'm just going to get me. But you think what Nobbins does is good? Wait to see what I've got planned. Hey, Nobbins. Kiss me ass. No, I'm only joking. Big up Nobbins. Nobbins does an amazing job.
Whoa.
Naughty. You
Nobbins knows I love him. But yeah, no.
you naughty.
Doing. It's like calendar on a night out. Listen, we're going to get it up. I don't know when it's going to start. Hopefully next week. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy it.
Big up, man. Yeah, he's system merchant in it. That's where he is.
No, it's different because what we're going to do is we're going to do the emotional stuff on YouTube and the analytical stuff over on Big Up. And we'll see how it goes.
See how it goes. There we go, man. There we go. That's it, Paul, isn't it? We're going woke, bro. 100%.
We're gonna get some merch as well.
You call it the woke. The
woke way.
Yeah, the mank woke way.
Happy clappers. That'd be a mint t-shirt with my face on. Me and Tone happy clappers.
Oh, crazy, man. Crazy.
LB meltdown.
No, this is true, Clive. This is definitely true. Like, and again, doesn't mean that you can't criticize him if he makes a mistake or you think he's made an error, right? Because we'll have our opinions, yeah. But like, there are definitely fans that they think that when Pep leaves, we're going to be cooking on gas. And I don't think we're going to have a drop-off like United did. But I think we're in for a bit of a reality check.
Famous song. You don't always get what you want. And you never realise what you have till it's gone.
Are you taking the fucking piss?
Do you know what was really sad? You could see him looking for that in his menu.
I love these memes.
You could see his eyes doing that.
I love these videos.
I'll get there.
Right, let's end the stream. We've been live for 2 hours.
You need to get one of Alan with his laugh. That'd be a good one.
I know, but I've got this one.
You need an Alan laugh one.
Yeah, I might get one. Right,
you need a stubby cock one. Alan. You know what I meant with that.
See you in the next one, guys. See you later. Bye.
Fuck him.